Scalextric video.
Hello. I know it's been a long time since I've talked about my racetrack. Thought I'd make a little quickie to show where I'm at with all of this, which is really nowhere. Since we last talked, I haven't really done much other than kind of get a rough like housing for where all of the electronics go for the lights and, you know, everything. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about getting started on some landscaping stuff. I've never really done it before, but I've watched a lot of videos and I've seen a lot of layouts and talked to a lot of people. I think I'm going to start with the inside here and kind of making some walls that are back in there. And I figured that I just need to like make a wall that's back behind here so you can't see through. And then instead of actually like making something that comes up over this lip to kind of meet and cover up the ends of the track, I think I might just make a strip that looks like rocks, like a rockery or bricks or something like that, to come around to here, which then at this point it'll kind of come down into the backing that's back inside of here, and this will be like kind of a rockery. But yeah, in these places where it overlaps, don't try to fight with this. Instead, just kind of make a piece that I can glue up under here so it kind of hides, because, you know, nobody's face is ever going to be down there looking up. Yeah, so I got to do under here too, and I got to kind of do it in a way that it covers these the ends of the posts here that stick down, and also holds the wiring all back in. And then I'll probably do this area next. I hooked up I have a special piece of track that I can jump extra power to. This is not like halfway through the track, but it helps definitely with keeping consistent power through the rest of this track right here, because it kind of would slow down a little bit inside of here. So yeah, more power. I'm so hesitant to do anything permanent because you never know when I'm going to want to tear it all apart and do a new track. I've been living with this layout for quite a while, and it's great. It's a pretty balanced track. It's got, you know, it's got a hairpin. It's got some big sort of straightaways. It has lane advantage fairly evenly across, you know, like who gets the outer corners and that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to like decide how I want to kind of attach it to the table, or if I kind of want to make it so it's all just gravity attached, you know. I feel like I want to not just glue it to the table, because if I end up tearing it out, I don't want to have to deal with like glue. So I've thought about like Velcro, like double back sticky Velcro, which does a pretty good job of keeping things together and also coming apart fairly easily without causing too much damage. Oh, I didn't really mention, I think mainly I want to work in the foam stuff. I have a whole bunch of this foam, so I gotta pull that out and start cutting pieces. So yeah, I think I want to keep this as like a bushy area with some sort of feature right here, but not too tall, because, you know, this right here is kind of the vantage point when you're racing, so you can see the screen over there for stats or whatnot. But so I don't want it to be able to take away from you being able to see the hairpin down there. And this area will also be a grassy, rockery thing probably. I guess the theme is to keep it all pretty low so it's still raceable, you know. I think this is a cool opportunity for a little building or a steampunk machinery thing, or, you know, like gasworks or something like that. And then once I finish all the inside, then I'll actually make like an exterior sort of barrier that's all rockery painted, sticking to these boundaries, and obviously leaving a space open for the pulley system. I'll actually make I've actually started designing this already, but a plate that screws onto this that looks all, you know, control panel, where you have the power switch and the plug for the power, a USB input for if I want to reprogram the Arduino, which is up under there, and the button that controls the lighting schema that triggers the Arduino to change the different lightings. Yeah, and then this will kind of, there are some places where, you know, it sticks over a bit, so I think I'll kind of craft rockery that kind of tastefully comes out so that when you see it from the side, it looks, you know, like it's this piece of earth that rose up out of the ground with a big racetrack on it. Yeah, so making the video, check-in video here to maybe help motivate me to actually get something done on this. I'm at a bit of a, you know, I'm in a bit of limbo right now with regards to the other plans I have for the studio portion over here. I'm going to actually take out all the area rugs and put in like a nice threshold with carpet. And right now this is just a big sort of curtain that is the barrier between the kind of studio and the, you know, makerspace shop or whatnot that's over here. So I'll make this an actual wall and do sound treatment on the back of it. So it'll make the studio area much more distinct. So I can't really do this yet because I have to move all of this gear out of this area. And I can't do that for a while, a couple months probably. So in the meantime, I need a project. And it's either making music or working on the track, or any of the other various things. Too many projects, there's so many projects. Never too many, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of my plan. We'll see how far I get. And, you know, doing a project is one thing, but like videoing it and then editing it and posting it and all that kind of stuff adds a whole nother level of complexity to the project. So, yeah, wish me luck. If you have any advice, feel free to give them to me in the comments. I am open to suggestions on at least methods for how to do some of this, the landscape stuff, or really for anything. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff if you haven't already. I guess that's it. Have a good one.